Hello internets, Tarrker the Newt here. Just going to talk about some things that matter to me today. As you may or may not know, I've actually been working in retail merchandising for over 20 years now. And I have some stories. But that's going to wait. I might do a mini-series on it. I don't know, maybe I'll just talk about it like this. We'll see what happens. But for right now, I just want to talk about one thing in particular. And it's, how do I put it? Discount internet retail journalism. Yes. Some of my other constituents, so to speak, people who also work in retail merchandising, may have seen the same thing happen to them. You're just minding your own business, working at your job, saying, hi, how are you, stocking the shelves, whatever. And then somebody comes in and they want to tell you about your own job. They want to... But yeah, so you have these people that have read some article online or some tidbit of information, and they think they know what goes on inside your organization that you've been working for how many years. And it's baffling to me. Like they'll walk up and be like, do you know your CEO makes umpteen $1 million and whatnot? And it's like, well, no, it's not like I met the guy. I mean, you might have, but it's not like that's not what you're going to ask him. You're going to be like, hey, how much do you make, bro? No, who the fuck cares? Like, so what? He's making money for the job that he works. The thing that pisses me off, though, is that they think they know how your organization functions, and they want to tell you about it like you don't know. And it's just, and of course, especially if you're a sales professional, if you're in sales, you're not allowed to say anything to the contrary. In fact, most companies, you'll have to just sit there and smile and take it. You just have to sit there and be like, uh-huh, that's nice. Thanks for that info. Yeah, sure. Have a good day. And, I mean, it's not a big deal, but after a while, it really does grate on you. So, it's just crazy that you would walk up to somebody and be like, hey, I know how your organization works. This is how it works. How did I find out? Not by working there, not by being an actual insider, but by reading this thing on the internet that came from who, I don't know who. Oh my God, it's just so crazy. It's like, I mean, I get it. There are things that this company does that piss you off. We know that. We work there. We live and work there day by day. It pisses us off too. But don't act like you have some kind of insider information when you're talking to a literal insider, somebody who works for the company. You're not going to know more than they do. You're just not. You might know one thing, but they're still going to have an understanding, an intimate understanding how the system works that you just will not comprehend. And a lot of times there'll be things like, what's a good example? Walmart. Let's talk about Walmart. Walmart is a lazy company. They generally speaking, I've only ever worked at the one location, so I can't talk about other stores. Well, that's not true. I was loaned to other stores, and they seem to be a little better. But generally speaking, Walmarts are lazy. They'd rather promote somebody than bother with the asinine interworkings of having to fire them. They'd rather promote someone than fire them. It's bonkers. They do borderline illegal things to avoid doing paperwork. It's crazy. And almost every problem that everyone has with Walmart is because of these practices. And a lot of times I have customers and just regular, people who aren't necessarily customers, just, regular dudes just walking into the store. They'd come up to me with an end result, with a problem, the thing about there only ever being one register open despite them having 100. And it's the result of a bunch of problems that you don't see. You know, like we as employees, we see it. You know, we get like, okay, there's 13 managers that are in charge of this one thing, and all of them are throwing the blame on each other, so that the problem never actually gets solved, and none of them want to actually do anything about it. So we end up with one poor, tired cashier who just has to live through it, and maybe like one customer service rep who is nice enough to come and open another register when they're really in need. And so, but nobody sees that. Nobody sees the long list of management who keep overlooking the problem while they're doing other things, or shunting it onto other people who then also overlook the problem because they have way too much on their plate already. They don't see that. All they see is that there's one register open and there's a line of 100 of them. So it's just an example. I work at a thrift store, a well-known thrift store that will go unnamed because I love my job and I like the company I work for. They're very good. And all the time I have people coming in and telling me these weird stories about my company, like okay, well, first of all, we're split into regions, and each region is its own standalone company, so to speak. So saying that you know something for sure about this company is completely off the wall, because it's probably for the company out in Arizona or California or something, and I'm in eastern Pennsylvania. You know, our company is completely different for them. For the most part, we have nothing to do with them. So it's like you saying that to me is like, huh? You know, like, what? No, that's not. It's. Where am I going with this? I don't even know. I'm just saying what's on my mind. So yeah, don't think you have this insider information unless you've actually worked for the company. Don't be walking up to employees and being like, hey, did you know this? And did you know that? Of course they're not going to tell you off. Of course they're not going to correct you, because chances are you're talking to a sales professional who isn't allowed to do that. They're just going to agree with you and wish you a good day. But know that you are one of hundreds of people that they have talked to, probably even in that same day, who have all said similar things and just walked away. And it's not any one person. One person doing that would not matter at all. It would just be like, okay, whatever. It's because it's so many. It's because there's just like dozens of people day after day who keep doing this. And just, it grates on your nerves. Like everyone has their limit, and you just, we're all human. Just have two thoughts for your fellow man. That's it. That's all you have to do is think about them as people and realize that they have needs and wants too, and you'll never have a problem. Of course, the funny thing is, the people I'm talking to now probably already are like that. I'm not gonna reach the people who do this. I'm just venting. You know, it's something that kind of upsets me that the people do. It's yes, I realize that when we get stereos, we separate the stereo and the speakers and sell them individually. I know that. It pisses me off too, because I have to fucking hear about the complaints all day long. No, there are no more chairs in the fucking back. You know what's in the back? Empty boxes of trash and employees pricing things. That's what's in the back. There's no more chairs to sell you. I'm sorry we don't have any fucking lawn chairs. I know it's springtime and you need lawn chairs. Oh my god, the lawn chairs. I'm sorry. I got a little off topic there. Oh, I have so much to talk about, and I'm not sure how to do it. So yeah, that's my thoughts for the day. What do you guys think? Please feel free to comment in the comments below. I don't turn off comments. Feel free to message me on YouTube, whatever. I mean, just, what are your stories? Do you have this problem at your workplace? Do people think they know more about your company than you do? I know it happens to me a lot. It's always older people too, isn't it? But just like, comment, subscribe, etc. I hate saying that. It's so stupid. Like, if you don't like my content, don't subscribe to me, because this is what I'm going to do. You know, this is what I'm going to be doing. So, I don't know. Whatever. Peace.